mission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go at Mile High. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Opening play, and Bo will throw. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Runs inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on first down, Nix. Got Williams, and it's complete. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Whew. I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, That could have been 6.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Ready.
They'll throw again. Nix. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stands.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, get set.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
44. Ready.
Trying to pick it up here with Achane. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Tagovailoa now. Called in by Waddle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Riley Moss with that tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here.
All right, come on.
From the 39. Has the connection to Smythe. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's Achane up the middle. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Tua off the play fake. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. 2 now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And 4th and 4 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here. 2nd and 3. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
19.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
70 Timberwolves, Cougar 19.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos looking at a 4th and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks off the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Good.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Taken in by Smith. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this third down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This finds Smith. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two. Hey.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Nix with it on first. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Fields the hard squib kick. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, fellas, listen up. Let's go.
Another try following the sack. Trying for the deep ball. Wanted Hill, but it's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 17. He has it at the 5. Touchdown, Denver. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Alex Singleton. And the Broncos take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Offense in the hurry up here. Nix. Flush down now to his left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous...
It's a Denver touchdown! So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
From the 41. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, put a good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Huntley. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos get it back as he intercepts him for the second